NBA History Channel is brought to you by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.
One thing I look back over your career is you've been with the Celtics so long that you've just been involved in so many different things. Tragedies. Len Bias. Talk about that.
Oh, when I first heard about it, I was traveling down to Mass Pike running some errands, and I heard it on the radio. And believe it or not, I heard about it April Fools. It was April 1st. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, man, somebody got a strange, sick sense of humor. And then they just kept talking about it. And then I realized that it was serious and it was real. You know, it certainly was a blow, not only to the organization, the Celtics organization, but to his family. I didn't even know him. And it hit me. It was a gut punch for me. You know, someone lose their life so early and so tragically.
You were around in Boston for some of the brightest moments and then some of the darkest moments. Len Bias, Reggie passing away. I mean, because I even look at Len Bias could have lengthened your career and Larry's career in the fact that he came in immediately and played and took some of those minutes away from you. Tell us how those dark moments really affected you.
Yeah, I did. You know, it's odd because, you know, we win the championship and draft Len Bias. The kid was just a stud. He was a horse. I mean, he was 6'8", but he great body, strong, pogo stick, you know, had a nice touch. So you look at that and go, oh, wow. I mean, fantastic. And at that point, Max, as you know, we had a hell of a run. You look at our 81 team and then all the way up through 85. We're in the finals all the time. We're playing late in the season. So we do that again in 86 draft. And, you know, I can actually starting to feel myself needing the summer to recover. Like, you know, like I would get done and I'd be like, damn, I need to just do nothing for, you know, July and August because I'm tired. I mean, my body's beat up. I think he would have helped a lot with that. But I remember we drafted him, met him draft night. You know, Lynn and I were still in Boston, hadn't gotten back to our lake home yet. And all of a sudden, 2 days later, I'm driving in the car and Len Bias died. And I'm like, no way. You think,
yeah,
what a sick joke. You know, I mean, there's just no way Len Bias died. The guy was a horse. And you know, I went down to the Celtics office back Red's old office when it was at the old Garden, and I went in there and I said, how can this be? And he, you know, and right away I said something weird happened. You know, my first thought was he got in an accident or something like that. But you know, I didn't think drug overdose until much later. But I remember telling Red, that dude just didn't die. I mean, there's something odd. And, you know, then it was so depressing because then that's all everybody talked about. We won a championship and all everybody talked about was poor Lenny. And he's right. What a shame. And that hurt. That really did hurt, I think, Larry and I's career. Because the next year is when I broke my navicular and just started I really wasn't hurt till 87, 88. Then I never was healthy after that. So he would have really helped. And then Reggie was a friend of mine.
You know, Game Time is just a terrific app. If you're looking for tickets, I mean, the Game Time app is a great way to get Celtics tickets. Also, not just Celtic tickets, but also for concerts and shows as well. Plus, they have a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. It'll filter out all the fluff, and it'll give you incredible deals on great seats right away. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets and thousands of websites. And then don't forget, they have the super deal with the Game Time app. I mean, the super deal is the best deal on the board at that particular time, so you can always make sure you're on the lookout for that. So download the Game Time app today, create an account, use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem the code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Why, it's game time. CLNS History is powered by Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.